Let's talk now, though, more about the brothers Tsarnaev, the 26-year-old and 19-year-old accused of planning and executing this attack. For years, they seemed to be productive members of the Boston community. So what changed? How did they get radicalized? ABC's Pierre Thomas has been digging into just that. He joins us now from Washington. Pierre, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. In many ways, this is the story of the quest for the American dream turned nightmare. Immigrants of the Russian Caucasus, the brothers came with their parents to the U.S. as children seeking refugee status. They thrived, attending top Boston schools.
The high school student that I knew and the high school student that all my classmates knew is the exact opposite of the person that's been committing these crimes.
Their mother, speaking to Russian television, refuses to believe her sons are vicious killers.
It's impossible for them, for both of them to do such things. So I telling that this is a setup.
Older brother Tamerlan, 26, was a star athlete and pianist, also a champion Golden Glove boxer, with big dreams of competing in the Olympics as an American. Younger brother Dzhokhar, 19, had just become a U.S. citizen, ironically, on September 11th of last year. Once a lifeguard, he was also an all-state wrestler and student at the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth on scholarship.
Never ever would imagine that somehow a children of my brother would be associated with that.
But what happened that triggered the boys to allegedly bomb the Boston Marathon, leaving 3 dead and nearly 200 injured? Over time, a darker side to the brothers started to emerge. Tamerlan was charged in Cambridge with beating a former girlfriend. He started uploading violent videos to his YouTube channel urging jihad. Dzhokhar began posting anti-American tweets. A decade in America already, I want out. Friends are shocked at what the FBI believes was a hidden life of hate. And some college friends believe the little brother was influenced by the older. Turns out the FBI interviewed the older brother 2 years ago at the request of another country. They found nothing negative and closed the file.
Pierre, thank you for your reporting. This is such a fascinating and important story. And Bianca, you were the first and perhaps the only American reporter to speak directly to the boy's father. You had an extraordinary series of phone conversations. Is he still insisting that his boys were actually framed?
Yeah, that's right. I spoke with him 5 times throughout the day yesterday. His demeanor changed from sad to angry to confused, but he remained adamant that his sons were innocent and that they were being framed. I asked him in one of these interviews what he would say to his son Dzhokhar if he could speak to him right now.
Ты хочешь сказать своему младшему сыну сейчас, если он смотрит?
If he's watching, I want to see him alive, and I want to know the truth. What? When? Why? Where? This is a setup. I don't believe it. They're being framed. I don't believe this. It is not possible.
So now that was your 4th conversation. I believe you said that he was at his angriest there, but then you spoke to him after his younger son had been arrested alive, and his tone changed.
It changed. He didn't know what was going on, where the situation stood, so I called him, told him that his son had been found. He was alive, being rushed to the hospital. He was relieved. He started to cry. He said, Slava Bogu, which in Russian means thank God. He said, you know, it's unfortunate I lost one son. I'm glad that the other is alive right now. So he said he is on his way to the U.S. to see his son in the hospital.